Hello, my name is Vila Woo, part of the Department of Recreation and Athletics. Here is a video on circuit training. So we're going to start warming up the upper body since we'll be doing a lot of shoulders, chest, and some back. So I just have to lift up the arms. I'm just going to get lower here so you can see me. Arms up, take it to a pull, open up, then close, open and close. Warming up the rotator cuffs. Arms down, gonna reach up, take it to a pull, open up, letter T, and take it to a close. Arms down, up again, inhale up, pull the elbows, extend the arms, take it to a close. Work that chest as well. Palms down, up again, inhale, squeeze the upper back. Extend those arms nice and long, take it to a close here. Back down. Now just swim back. So we'll be using lots of shoulders today. And if you have a broomstick handy, that would be helpful. If not, it's okay. We can work without it. It's not a problem. If you do have a broomstick, just make sure to detach the broom or the mop part. A Swifter has a nice handle as well. Swim forward. Okay, now we're just going to warm up the hips a little bit. You can use a stick for balance if you like. Then swing back, swing up, open, close, swing, up, open, close. Some hip openers here. There we go. Up, open, close, swing back. Up, open. Feel that nice stretch on the groin area, inner thigh. Bit on the glutes. Get ready to switch legs. Other side. Swing back, up, engage that core. Notice my spine is nice and straight. If you're hunched forward, it's really difficult to find your balance like this. Open, close, swing back. Hips squared. Couple more. Open, close, abs nice and strong, always. Jumping jacks with open and close. So option one here, start with feet together, palms facing each other. So it's just a jumping jack. So when you're doing this, make sure, again, spine nice and long, and your arms are nice and strong. Option two here, if high impact is really hard on your knees and hips, open, side to side. It's just as effective, can be just as tiring, can go as low as you want. So this is option two. So get ready, in position, feet together, palms facing each other. Again, you can jump or you can walk it to a squat. Ready, and go. Open, back, nice and straight. Keep on breathing. I'm going to do about 25 of these. Hope someone's counting. Now remember, if you just walked in here, low impact. But easier on the knees. Make sure to squeeze those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. We're going to start in this lunge position. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. The dowel is just a bit wider than your shoulders. And hold it above. Right here. So we're going to begin, just pull it down towards your chest. So if you've been to the gym, you're probably familiar with the pull down exercise. So you're using the entire back muscles to contract. So from here, option one, going to pull up, lunge. Feel free to keep your knee floating or on the ground. It's just a preference. Option two, you can stay here. Again, if your knees really hurt, you can stand up and do this exercise. Pull. It's okay if you lean back slightly. Careful not to arch that low back. So I'm going to show you. So we're just starting with the one leg. Second round, we'll switch. Let's get ready here. Hold above. Abs nice and strong. Back straight. 1, 2, 3, and pull up. Squeeze. So use your back muscles to help you pull your arms down. Body weight and resistance. Squeeze that glute. Squeeze. So use your lat muscles, shoulder blades. If you prefer to do it static, you can do so. Upper body today. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to clasp your hands behind your head. Again, just pay attention to my low back here. So opposite knee. So you're crossing over. So avoid bending, trying to force that elbow to your knee. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to use your core to help you rotate. So the more you do this, this will help with also your hip mobility. So back straight as long as it's using that core. So if you have that band, resistance, you can do the exact same thing. Just tap it towards your knee, opposite knee. Open up for resistance. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and rotate. Use your core. If you want, if you're bored, just sticking around one spot, feel free to walk around your space. Make use of it. Walk back. Rotate. Exhale. Now for those of you who have difficulty rotating, you can always bring it to a side bend. So that's an option as well. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it out. Take about a 15-second break, and we'll repeat the entire circuit. Palms facing each other, feet together. Ready? You can jump or you can take it to a walk. 1, 2, 3, and go. Land on the balls of your feet. Arms nice and strong. Back straight. Pulling your tummy. Nice and controlled. Squeeze. Use the chest muscles. Low impact here. Squeeze. Keep the arms up, parallel to the ground. Exhale. Land light. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your dowel. Lift up the dowel. Ready? Make sure it's the opposite leg. 1, 2, 3, and pull it up. If you don't want to press up in the lunge, you can just stay here. Squeeze down. Exhale as you pull. Pull yourself up and squeeze that glute on the front leg. Working your back, shoulders, glutes. So we really want to use you to use that upper body. So use all those muscles. Squeeze up. Contract. Isolate. Exhale. 5 more. Up, pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it to the bicycle. Abs nice and strong. Pull this back. In neutral, elbow to opposite knee. Feel free to walk back and forth. And for people who really want to elevate their heart rate, feel free to take it to a hop. So there's always an option. Never boring. Same exercise, targeting the same muscle groups. Up. Walking towards you. Walking back. So use that core. You're not just using that elbow to rotate. It's there to guide you. 5 more here. Up. Crunch. And last one. Palms facing the wall. Now you want the positioning here about shoulder width apart. You don't want it wide. Keep it close because we're working our triceps. So from here, we're going to be in a standing position. And lift up the elbow. And this is a kickback. But what we're going to do here for balance, this is option 1. Option 2, I just want you to lift up one leg and hold and squeeze as we extend. So we'll do this about 20 times. Now if you have some difficulty with your ankle, with balance, you can just rest your opposite foot. Just do a little toe tap right here. It'll help you with balance. So engage that core, lean forward slightly, lift up that elbow. Again, feel free to lift up that leg. And we're going to extend back. Use the triceps to help you extend the arms and not the opposite way. So the upper part of my arm is stabilized. So you don't want to go up and down or flare the elbows. Engage that core to help with balance. Nice straight back. Exhale as you extend. If you're not feeling it in your triceps, the back of your arm, then you can just extend here for 3 seconds and pull it back. And sometimes it requires a couple of reps to help you activate those muscles. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Option 1 here. My feet I'm going to use as a pivot. Think of yourself as a second hand on a clock. So I'm at 12 o'clock now, and I'm going to go towards 9 o'clock, or 3 o'clock if you prefer. I'm going to walk it over and back. For option 2, you can use your knees. The exact same thing. So your knees are used as a pivot. Then we're going to bring it back to 12 o'clock. Make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders. So get in an L position right here. Abs nice and strong. Keep your hips parallel to the ground. Try not to rotate. If you find your low back to collapse, it's safer to just bring up your bum a bit. Safer than doing this. All right, nice and strong here. Ready? And let's take it to the 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So your feet is lifting up slightly. And back. I know it's a tough one. Great core exercise. Also using your chest. And back. And hold it here. Go down to your knees. Give yourself a little pull. Pull back. Option 1. You're going to lie back flat. You're going to hold the bar while shoulder width apart. We're doing our biceps here. Take this to a crunch. And you're just going to go for bicep curls. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Option 2. Extend your legs. It's a little bit tougher. You get a lower range of motion, fuller range of motion here. Curl it all the way up to your shoulders. If you find your neck to hurt, lie back and curl. All right, ready for a bicep curl here? Look down. Your back should be attached to the mat. So pull that belly button down. Pull your arms down. So the bar is slightly rested on your thighs. Ready here? So you're going to engage and take it to a curl. Let's go. So use your biceps to help you lift your arms and not just your hands. Nice and strong. Remember option 2, you can extend those legs a little bit tougher. But just make sure to pull that belly button in. Close your ribcage together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you don't want to use stick, this is a neutral grip. It can be more comfortable for people. If you don't have any equipment, you just do that. You know, the stick is fun to work with. It helps you align your positioning. So here we go. Back to the first exercise. In position. You can lift up one leg. I'll keep the opposite leg on the floor. Engage. Slight forward bend. Lift up the elbows. Make sure it's shoulder width apart. Don't want it wide. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and kick back. Squeeze the triceps. So really feel which muscles are working. Although we're working at triceps, my supporting leg, I'm squeezing my glute. Muscle, you're still working on other muscles. Extend. So stabilize the upper body. Elbows, do not sway back and forth. Keep on going here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Triceps should be burning. Shoulder over elbows. Pull in those abs. Ready? I'm going to walk this way towards you. Nice small movements. Engage your muscles. 3 o'clock. And ready, walk back. Don't drop those hips. Again, second option, you can just hold plank position and go on your knees. Hold, lower your knees, push back. The dowel on your thigh and pull it in for biceps. Gradually extend the legs to make it more challenging. So you can do this gradually. You can crunch up if you like. There's a variety, something for everyone. Crunch, crunch, curl. Keep those knees open if you have that band. Squeeze. Work those biceps. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, exhale, 1. Very nice. Woo. Stay down here. Take a few breaths. We did a lot of abdominal work and upper body. I'm going to press up, hips up. Still want you to keep that flat back. So you want to squeeze the glutes, keep the hips at a neutral, straight up here. Hold and squeeze the upper back. And bring it down. Now have your legs up here at 90 degrees. Open your arms up in the T position. And I'm just going to bring this to a spinal twist. Let's bring it over here. So with the back arm, and take us to a close. Then open and close a couple of times. Great for shoulder mobility. If you can't touch your hand, it floats up here. It's perfectly fine. It's the reason why we're doing this exercise. So the more you do this, you get to work on your range of motion. Bring it down. And for those of you who have maybe some permanent injuries, you can't go lower, then at least maintain that mobility. Back up to your back, then turn to the other side. Here, make sure your back is flat, arms opened, and roll it over. Take it to a close, and open. Now one side may feel more tight than the other. Especially for people who use a mouse very often at work. You may notice a difference, and maybe a little more tight on the right side if you use the right hand to tap all the time. Keep going. Just getting a warning for another 10 minutes here. All right, now roll it back. You can just slowly sit up. And here, just gonna sit on the floor. Stretch. Keep your dowel close to you. Going to do some upper body stretching as well. I'm just going to do a little bit of legs here because it's important. So just place your hands in the center and just slowly walk forward towards me. But you want to keep that upper back always nice and straight. So facing that wall, be facing me. You should feel that stretch in your inner thighs behind the knees immediately. And just take a couple of breaths here. So when you exhale, you want to feel your tummy relaxed. This helps your muscles relax. Releases some of the tension. And walk it back. And just take it to a close here. If you find it difficult to sit with your body upright, you can either stand up or you can just rest one leg opened here. So we're going to take the dowel. So we're going to stretch the upper back a little, since today was one of our focus. And have you lift up your arms, nice and long. Draw in the core. Take it to a side bend. And look up at your elbow. Exhale here. Feel a nice stretch along that rib cage. And inhale back to center. And exhale down the opposite side. So you're sort of pulling down and pulling up, two opposite directions. Nice stretch. And back up. From here, just push it back as far as you can, nice and gentle. Don't force the movement. If you do feel any pain, just stop. So you don't want to go beyond your range of motion. It's just a great stretch for the back, the shoulders, help improve flexibility and mobility. And place it on the meaty part of your neck. Important not to place it on your spine, the cervical spine. So from here, we're going to take it to a spinal twist. And just rotate towards me. The good thing about the stick, it sort of keeps you leveled. Not leveled, but because if you have your arms up, sometimes your arm tends to drop in the back. So this is just a good way to keep your posture in check. Exhale as you rotate. Last one. Bring it up. And let's stand up. And do just a little bit more stretching here. You can use a stick if you like for balance. Profile view here. Just going to lift up your knee towards your chest. Get to stretch that low back a little. Exhale, nice and tall. And open up the shoulders. So avoid closing. And drop the other side. Bring your knee up towards your chest. Exhale. Let's do a quadriceps a little bit here. Gonna pull it up. Do the stretch on the front part of your leg. Probably one of the most common stretches everyone does. Bend back down. Hold. Even when you're stretching, avoid arching that back, so pull that pelvis in. That way you're working all your muscles. So I'm going to just take this to a final stretch. Really nice way to just cool down here. Going to lift up your arms parallel to the ground. Open up the arms. Turn the palms in, slightly curled in, up, and going to pull down your arms. And again, parallel to the ground, open, upper back slightly round to stretch the shoulder blades. Breathe, reach up. You don't have to contract the muscles very much here, nice soft movements. Close, reach, down.